Hi everyone, welcome back. In this video, you will learn how to configure IP-based access restriction in BoldDesk. You will learn which permission is required to configure it and how to apply it to specific IP addresses or ranges. I'll also show you how to edit or delete IP addresses from the restriction list. The IP restriction feature helps manage access to the BoldDesk portal by specifying authorized IP addresses and ranges. This enhances security by restricting access to users or devices with approved IP addresses, safeguarding sensitive information and resources from unauthorized access. First, I will show you the permission that agents need to be able to set IP restrictions. They must have the Manage Settings permission enabled for their roles. By default, only users with the account owner role have this permission enabled. Users with the Support Administrator, Support Manager, and Agent roles don't have this permission. However, you can create a custom role and enable the required permission for it. To learn more about managing roles and permissions, follow the documentation link in this video's description. Now, let me show you how to configure access control for the BoldDesk portal by allowing specific IP addresses or ranges. I log into BoldDesk as an administrator and navigate to the Admin Center. Then, I open the General Settings and navigate to the IP Restriction tab. By default, the IP restriction feature is disabled. Turn on the Enable IP-based access restriction option. Enabling this feature grants access to a configuration section. In it, select whether you want to apply IP restriction to both the agent and customer portal or only the agent portal. Next, click the Add IP Range button. A window will open where we will add IP addresses. In this window, we can add an IP range by specifying start and end IP addresses. We also have the option to add a static IP address. After making your selections, click Add. Finally, click Update to complete the configuration. Your IP address will be added automatically to the list if it is not already present. Following the configuration, access to the portal will be restricted to the specified IP addresses. Note that only the IPv4 format is supported, and ensure that the provided IP addresses are static. Restricting access to a dynamic IP address could lead to an account being locked out because dynamic IP addresses change. Next, let me show you how to manage IP restriction configurations. There are options to edit or delete configured IP addresses. To edit an IP address, click the edit icon next to the IP that requires an update. A window will appear where you can make the necessary changes, and then click Update to save them. To delete an IP address, select the IP address that needs to be deleted and click the delete icon next to it. In the confirmation dialog that appears, click Yes, Delete. Click Update at the bottom of the page to save the changes. Users whose IP addresses are deleted from the list will no longer have access to the support portal. Users who have the View Audit Logs permission enabled for their role will be able to track all these actions and view a summary of them under the Activity Logs in the Audit Logs module. To summarize, we now know the permission required to configure IP-based restriction and how to configure it. We also saw how to edit and delete IP addresses from the restriction list, and how to track IP restriction configuration changes in the audit logs. If you found this video useful, don't forget to click the like button. Subscribe to our channel and stay tuned to watch more BoldDesk tutorial videos. Thanks for watching.